Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I will be your host today through this account tour. My name is Roy. I'm a new addition to the good gaming community. Let's get underway. Now, as you can see, my achievement points are rather lacking in terms of the length of time that I've been playing the game. I've been playing since the beta testing way back when. Can't quite remember what year it was, maybe 2013 or 2012. Since then, I have had 100% map completion. I have been in all three orders. I've made Tiger rank in PvP. I've done little to no World v World, and I've never equipped a legendary. Let us see why. I have 6 available character slots to use. I only have 3 available in use right now. 1 light armor profession, 1 medium, and 1 heavy. I'm waiting for the expansion to repeat the same trend with a light armor profession, a medium armor profession, and another heavy armor profession as the Revenant. Let us begin with Arcadius Lionheart. He is a character that I've created solely for PvP reasons. Back when Shopo was viable, this is what I mained for over 200 PvP matches, which isn't a lot for those who PvP all the time, but is quite a lot for me and enough to understand the profession. He is currently decked out with Brahm's gloves, glorious pauldrons. This is the Phalanx armor, glorious leggings and boots, and the Fuzzy Wuzzy Bear hat. It's not really Fuzzy Wuzzy, but he was anyway. Let's go ahead and log into Arcadius to see exactly what he does for me. Since the introduction of specializations, I lost interest in playing warriors in PvP and have strayed Arcadius to be a kind of a storage character with little to no bags used for storage, only because I have a few extra skins and armor that I don't want to use for other characters at this time, so I just store them on Arcadius. Further to that, with storage, if you take a look at my bank account, you'll see I'll have a lot of tabs to go through. The first one that we're looking at is basically something that I've used for all of my characters, the ones that I create, the ones that I delete. I use this kind of as an assistant thing for salvaging components, for getting raw goods and using experience gain, some additional gathering components so that I don't always have to buy the picks and the shovels and whatever else from the vendors here in town, namely this one right here, the merchant. Hollow monument stuff, and just some generic things that don't really matter at all in terms of gameplay now. Next tab I've used as kind of a crafting tab to keep all the materials and stuff that'll be used through the Mystic Forge, as well as whatever else I'm creating, as kind of to keep me informed as to my progress on that. I'm really close to finishing my legendary. I have Gift of Gw2, Gift of Mastery, Gift of Fortune, and lastly I am saving up money for the Precursor. And on that note, you'll see that I only have about 206 gold because I'm aiming to buy it off of the trading post at full value. So you'll see where I'm storing the vast majority of my gold currently in just a few moments' time. The second weapon that I'm looking at making is a great sword called Volcanus, and I've already purchased the Eldritch Scroll. I have 100 Mystic Coins, and I'm beginning my quest to gather the Molten Lodestones. On top of that are just a few other things here that I'm saving and hoping to use again with more Ascended and Legendary crafting. On the third bank tab are ascended items that I've gathered through PvE drops that I haven't used, as well as some main story and account-bound PvE rewards from playing the game. And now to the fourth tab, I have pretty much the weapons that I've purchased to use as skins for specific looks that I was going for. Most of these are for the three main professions that I'm currently playing. As well, I'm currently collecting dungeon weapons here, 3 from Ara so far, 3 from Twilight Arbor, and 3 from Ascalon Catacombs. And on top of the dungeon weapons, I've also started to collect the dungeon armors. I've almost completed the heavy armor set for TA, and I'm working on the light armor set for Ara and the light armor set for Ascalon Catacombs. I hope to collect for all light, medium, and heavy, all the armor sets and all the weapons that can be utilized across the board. This is just a generic tab that I've specified for my Ranger, Cliss Windwalker. We will see him in a little bit. And since he's my main, I've dabbled in different types of builds with him. Sinister armor with Runes of the Trapper, when we were able to throw traps down on the ground to gain a bit of movement speed as well as some stealth. Berserkers with Traveler armor when I didn't want to run Signet of the Hunt. Dire armor, soldiers, berserkers, dire, and just some generic skins that I've used for that character as well. Coming up to the end of the vault here, I have on the second last tab skins force that I'm going to be using for specific armor sets for dungeons, for PvE, and for PvP, so I can distinguish a look for myself so that I know which content that I'm going to be doing in that evening or during the day. So I have my Primeval armor, Phalanx armor, Brahms armor, the Flame-Kissed mantle skins, as well as the Aetherblade light armor. I don't have any medium ones because I've found a look on my Ranger that I've enjoyed, and that is the Karma armor. As you can pretty much no doubt tell, it's the Rubicon armor that I've mainly used as skins. And on the last tab that I have available and unlocked is everything that I've collected through my Black Lion chests and just generally haven't used. I haven't had a need to use them. Some finishers from Halloween, a lot of the gathering, movement, kill bonuses, World v World experience, magic find, bank tab, revive orbs, armor, repair canisters, you name it. It's all here. Pretty much everything that you can get. I've just saved it up over the years. If we just take a quick brief look at my material storage now, you'll see that it is rather empty and light on some of the more desired items, and that is because every time I get them, I sell them for gold so that I can save more money for my precursor. So just a quick brief overview of what each tab looks like. If you're ever interested in terms of what I currently have and what I will be going for, you can go ahead and pause the video, take a look, and do what you need to do. That wasn't sexual at all. Same with all the wardrobe stuff. I've pretty much used them specifically for aesthetic reasons and not necessarily for collector reasons. I will eventually get to that point where I start collecting the armor skins for account achievement points, but that's only around a time when I'm starting to scrape the bottom of the barrel so that I get the extra 1 or 2 achievement points as we move along. So it's a mixture of everything. The majority of the skins that I do have are revolved around the medium profession, and and the heavy profession, because I've dabbled in a lot of aesthetics with those armor classes so far. I'm just getting into it with Roy, and you'll see why in a minute why I'm only using the outfits that I currently have. Weapon skins are the same. There's no real point in going through them because I only use them for aesthetic reasons. Otherwise, I would be totally fine without decking them out in specific looks or anything like that. Next on the list is the guilds that I'm in. Currently, I 99% rep ate some berries, they were good for good gaming. And that is because I have my own guild that I represent on occasion to store the gold that I get. So in addition to the 206 I have in my inventory, I've stored 495, and that is based around the precursor that I am saving for the legendary, my one and only legendary. This character is wielding it on his back right now, Gw2. That is pretty much Arcadius in a nutshell. He's mainly PvP. See, I've played 218 games with him, 61% of all matches. I've won. My win to loss ratio is a little over half, maybe just under. I'm not going to sit here and think of the math right now. I've dabbled as well in terms of Guardian, Necromancer, Thief, and Ranger, and I'm liking Mesmer more and more, and that is why Roy is still around, and that's my alias. So, that being said, going through Arcadius, the next character that I can look at and showcase is Roy Sin, which if you're familiar with some Celtic or Greek naming conventions, Roy Sin it means little rose, and that goes with understanding that kind of a context of what the name is. I've used a back piece of a rose, the desert rose skin, and I've developed a persona of Roy. And this is Roy here with just some basic weapon skins. Not really too keen on decking this character out with weapon skins until she hits level 80, and in that case I would be looking towards getting my second legendary, which would be the staff legendary. I can't remember the name. I think it was Bifrost. I believe it's Bifrost, which is a difficult one to get, but would suit this character's look quite well as getting potentially the Greatsword skin for PU Shatter gameplay footages. Right now I have this character set up as a PU Condi, and if you're unfamiliar with what that stands for, if we go to my PvP builds and look at my specializations, it is one of the Grandmaster traits, Prismatic Understanding, which gives you a 100% duration increase to stealth, as well as random boons every second. Sorry, I have the hiccups here, just a brief moment. Let me regain myself. Royson is a character I like to play. I'm looking to make Mesmer class my main, as it is a Guild Wars 2 specific class mechanic, not really unique in other. It's unique to Guild Wars and not in any other kind of a game. So that is one reason why I like to play Roy. Inventory-wise, Roy, I haven't unlocked every single bank tab available, but a lot of crafting bags, one hardened bag, and one invisible bag. Some things that I'm saving. Ember Glow is a really large scepter that looks like almost like a staff, which is why I like to use it, because it's like a in excess almost of what it should be. Currently working on the LA jumping puzzle. I've gotten 3 out of 4 keys, and when I reach the end, I'm hoping to get another guildie up to the chest so he may complete it. Gwen, cough cough. So that is basically Roy in a nutshell, nothing too fancy there. Mainly PvP, looking into getting some PvE, 28% map completion. Now, a character that I mainly play as Kliss is been around for 2 years. Longest character I've had, as well as one of the main professions that I currently play. I've completed a lot of achievements on this character. I like to do a lot of the achievement hunting on this character because as hunting stands, rangers to me are good hunters. One thing to note though with my ranger are the pets, 65 OJ and 69 legs. 65 OJ is in reference to a guild joke that happened a little while back when we were playing some 100% orange juice. So check that video out too and you'll get the reference. I have all the pets that you can get in the game, including the ones from Hall of Monuments trading the Heart of the Mists or Hall of Monuments, I believe. I've now put that away. But with Roy, with Kliss, I've unlocked all the bank slots that I can, all 20, and everything to go with there. If you were to take a look at my wallet, you would see the same things that I've been talking about before, but maybe just a few snippets more with the Bandit Crests, Ascalonian Tears, and the rest of my dungeon tokens, which pretty much you could shed Ascalon Tears for because it is pitiful how little I have for dungeons and how much I play this game. If you do take a look at my age, this character has been played for about a third of all the hours that I've played. Over the past, almost coming up to 2 years now, 565 days. I pretty much played an hour a day, every day, for 1,000 days, which is quite excessive, but not as much as some others have played so far, especially the ones who have achievement points over 20,000. And that is pretty much everything on my account. There's little knickknacks here and there that I may have missed, but in general, I enjoy playing a PvP environment as casual as possible, socializing with the friends that I have gained through good gaming, and creating content based on just having fun. And I hope you have fun as well playing the games that you like, and enjoy. Thanks for listening and thanks for watching. Have a good evening. Bye now.
Now that